Hi everybody, it's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm here for my Finally Friday video. Today I'm going to bring you a new technique. Well, it's not new, it's old, but it's new for me. And I'm going to show it to you today. It's called ghosting. So hang on, let's get started. This is the technique that we're going to do, and it's called ghosting. And it's just another take on it's not embossing resist, but it's going to leave your image in the background, and then you can sponge or blend over the top of it, and it saves having to use the raised up embossing powder, so you can still have a flat surface to do whatever else you want to do with it. If you wanted to stamp something else on it, or do something else around it, kind of like I've done here, it allows you that ability to do that, but yet gives you a neat background where the whole paper has not been colored. So what you're going to do is you need glossy paper and Versamark, and then your stamps, and I am using the Artfully Layered stamp set for mine. And yes, as you can see, I'm in a different location again. I just wanted to get some better lighting, and today looks like a nice sunny day from my window. I got a window over here, and I just thought it'd be a nice day to try and be in a different spot. So what you're going to do is take your stamps and then just stamp down with the Versamark all over the paper to get the underlying look that you want. So I'm going to use this big leaf, and I'm going to just fill it up. And then what you want to do is let this ink dry as long as you possibly can. So if you want to set it aside and go do something else, or heat it with your heat tool, that's what I did, and we'll pause here to go and do. I'm just trying to get my leaves all going in different directions here. And it just helps give you a better image if you're going to let it all soak in. So I'm going to I used that, and then I'm going to come in with the words that are up here, and I'm just going to, you can semi-see, I don't think you could see in the on the video, but I can semi-see the glare of where these leaves are at on here. So I'm going to stamp these words around on the paper. I already got one down there, to fill in some more of the white space. And I chose this leaf because it does have a lot of white space around it, so my ink is going to go in between all where the lines and stuff are. It's not a very solid image. Had I used this one, I'd have gotten a much more solid image and less spots on the paper for the ink to lay down on. So I used the airy one, and now I'm going to go and dry it with my heat tool. So hang on. Alright, so I dried it off with my heat tool, and now I did do a test on another one of these where I did not go dry it first. The only thing I'm going to tell you is that it smears a little bit when you're blending, but other than that, I didn't really see too much of a difference in the look of it. So if you don't want to wait to dry it, you can go ahead and just use it wet. If you don't like it, do it again. That's what I did. So I got Pale Papaya. I got my blending brush, and I'm just going to start blending around in different areas on the glossy card. And as you can see, it's not sticking totally to the areas that I've stamped the Versamark on. And I'm going to use my Calypso Coral and a different brush. And then I'm just going to come in, I'm starting off the page a little bit, and then I'm just coming in and working the ink around, over, around, on top of, next to the pale papaya that I put down, and then it's blending those two colors together, helping make it a little bit softer, blend the two lines of color together. Oops, I'm hitting the camera, sorry. And this cardstock is a little more forgiving with the blending brush, as far as if you just put it down a little harder and you got an ink blop, it is a little more forgiving to help let you blend it out. And so there we go. You know, you can use more colors if you want, more of the papaya, more, in fact, I might put a little more back on that, see if I can darken a couple of those spots up a little bit. Then I took this piece of paper when I was all done and go get like a Kleenex or a paper towel, and then where you have Versamarked, the ink will not stick there as well. So take your paper towel and then just buff it up, go around, and then the ink will pick up. See how I'm getting a little bit of ink? The ink will pick up off from the cardstock, and it should help bring your words and your images to life a little better. And there you go. And then what I did from here, let's see if I can put that up a little closer, like that. Like I said, that's called ghosting. And then I just went and I cut this out with my stitched rectangles, and I made one of the happiest birthday wishes with another rectangle die. I cut out these two leaves from the matching coordinating die cuts for the Artfully Layered, and then I did one in Calypso Coral and one in Pale Papaya and just layered them on top. This piece is a little askew and down, and I popped it up, and I popped this up on top of that, so it's got a little bit of dimension to it. Mike wanted me to do some dimension to the background, and I tell you what would look cute would be the die from, let me go do that, hold on. Alright, this die comes in the Tropical Layers dies, which coordinates with this Artfully Layered stamp set. And I made another white layer and I ran it through there to give this little texture in the background. And then I reapplied this to it. So that's my new finished look. So this is the technique for the week and the card that I created. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will be back again. Take care. That was it. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.